Upwork is the website where I outsource the majority of my jobs to. Like, there's no way in hell that I could do everything that I do if I was doing it myself. It would just never ever happen. I wouldn't have the time to see my children and my lovely, lovely wife. So I outsource a significant amount of the things that I do. And the two websites I use to do that mostly are Upwork, and the other one for cheaper things, for less skilled things, is a website called Fiverr. And just as the name implies, most things on Fiverr cost a fiver. $5 though, not Aussie dollars, so it's about $6.80 Australian, something like that. So this is my Upwork account. I'm not going to kind of go too deeply into it because there's a lot of stuff in there that I'm not really comfortable sharing. However, I thought it would be kind of interesting to show you the two projects that I'm currently hiring for, and you can get a sense of how I go about hiring people, because if you've ever worked with teams before, or you've ever had to get any work done in your home or work done in your car, on your car for instance, you'll know that finding a good mechanic or finding good tradies or good people to work in your business for you is probably the most important thing you can do if you actually want to have a restful night's sleep. So my strategy is I run my jobs. I can't show you the job because Upwork's down for maintenance, so I can't even show you the job advert, but I make my job adverts as specific as possible with as much information in them as possible, and I think through every single step that a outsourcer would need to do to complete the work, and I put it all into my job description so that the outsourcers that bid on my work can know exactly what they're going to bid on. And what that does is it lets them bid the right amount. If you do a piss poor job of your job description, you will get high bids, because what happens is you will be instantly pegged as somebody what doesn't really know what they're doing, which is true, of course, if you haven't took the effort to do a good job outline. And because of that, they will bid a little bit higher to give themselves some fudge factor. So they'll incorporate into their bid some fudge factor for things that you've left out that they know they'll have to do. So that's what happens. So because of that, I very quickly learned to be very, very descriptive in my job posts. And as a result of that, I pay less as a result of that. And then what happens on the next thing is you'll get loads and loads of people applying for your work. So here's people applying for my job that I posted. This is for editing videos. I'm doing a lot of videos in my Amazon businesses and also in my other related things as well. I'm seeing videos become more and more important. So I'm going hell for leather into video. So you can see lots and lots of people applying, and I now get to look at them and see what they're doing. And some of the things I look for is little odd things which you would never ever think of, but it's things like when they, in their letter, if they use my name, Hello Neil, that's a +1 for them. If they don't, it's a negative for them. So this one here, for instance, some guy in Pakistan just says hi dash. Well, that to me doesn't look like they've taken any time at all to read through my job description, and so because of that I instantly discount it. So that's one thing I look for. The other thing I look for, generally speaking, is the amount of job success they've had, and usually I want at least 90%. However, I also look at the amount that they've earned. I want to make sure they've earned at least $1,000 on the platform, so that I know that they've actually got some experience on the platform, and then I will click into them and check out their reviewers to see what sort of reviews they've got. And the most important reviews for me are the reviews that they've had from people who've had them do similar jobs to the one I've got. So I look for that. So if I've got a job which is all about video editing, and I see they've got a really bad review for sound editing, well, I kind of discount that. I don't really look at that, because if they've got lots of good reviews for video editing, then I know they're good video editors and terrible sound editors. I hope that makes sense. So I look for that sort of thing. And so I go through all the different listings like that. Takes me about 15 minutes to go through them all. And I get rid of the ones, so let's just show you getting rid of one. So Abel here in Romania has just said, hi, my name is Abel. So he hasn't used my name, and so because of that, I will get rid of him. Archive candidate, just there. Boom, he's gone. Frank also didn't use my name, and Frank is in the USA. Okay, so now I don't tend to work with people in the USA unless I need somebody who can speak beautiful, beautiful English, because it's more expensive to live in America, and so they're going to charge me more money for that sort of service. So I tend to discount those two. He's disappeared. Daniel is in Macedonia. He's earned $3,000 already, and he says, hello Neil, I'm a top leader freelancer, blah blah blah. He's had 99% job success, so he gets a big thumbs up, and I shortlist him. And so I go through all of those people, looking at who matches my criteria, and I end up with 2 or 3 people like this. So this is for a graphic design job that I want to do, and I'm looking for a different design to the one I normally use. So I've looked for a specific designer for YouTube thumbnails, they're called, and it's the little images that you see on YouTube videos. So now I've got 3 potential people, 2 in the Philippines, 1 in the UK, and I will hire all 3 of them for the job, and I will let all 3 of them do the job. So my first time of getting a job done, this is for an ongoing work, the first time of getting that job done, I will hire usually 3, sometimes 2 people to do the job. It costs me a little bit more, but in the long run, I will get the very, very best person long term to work with. I hope that makes sense. And it's just so important to me to work with good people. It's the only way that I can run my business, and so I have found that this is the optimum way to do that. So I'll hire 3 people, all of them for the same job, and then I'll look at their communication, how I can interact with them, how they work with my time zone, how they work with the Aussie time zone, what the quality of their work is like, how quick they are, if I need changes making, how quickly they make those changes, if they're okay with that. All of those things, and out of that I will end up with one person who has outperformed each of the others, and that will be the person I will use ongoing for the work. So that's pretty much my outsourcing strategy for long-term projects, and then I tend to, with those people, use the same people for short-term projects too. So if I've got a graphic design job that suits this particular kind of graphic designer, then instead of running another job, I'll just go directly to them and then give them that job. Hope that makes sense. Hey, Neil here. Just before you go away, that was a question that I got asked on my regular Monday night Q&A session, which I have with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in joining us as an Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, then you can click on the link below to find out a lot more about that. And also, as a special thank you for watching this video, I've got a great book that I want to give you for free. It's a current bestseller on Amazon, and it teaches you everything that you would need to know about starting a business here in Australia on Amazon. So you can see that just up there. So if you'd like to get a copy of that for free, then again, just click on the link below and you'll get a copy of that. You'll get taken to a page where you can get a copy of that for absolutely free. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet from one of my Aussie Online Entrepreneur Q&A sessions, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also like this video. And if you've got a question that you would like answering, then post it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it, whether on one of these videos for you or directly in the comments directly below. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the next of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs Amazon FBA Australia videos. See you soon.